Good afternoon. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily serving of mango juice. Bitcoin finally giving us that bounce that we've been looking for, and oh man, this one felt really good, and holy crap, was this long awaiting. Well, then again, right, all of this down took place in a matter of only 3 days. Well, actually more like 2.5 days if even, and we went all the way down to, we did like 18% almost, guys, 18%, and it felt like it was never gonna stop. And that's exactly when you have that thought, oh man, this is never gonna stop, this is gonna keep going down, when you're feeling hopeless, when you're feeling distraught, when you're feeling negative, you need to step back and ask yourself, wait a minute, is there opportunity staring me in my face? And there was, right, this morning. Actually, let's go ahead and do a quick recap on everything Bitcoin has done over the past couple of days, even though it's you guys are probably aware, right? But we'll just go ahead and do it for those who are just tuning in. As you guys know, we got into our trend trade all the way around here, 10,350, rode all the way to the top, and hey, you guys know what I do. I'm a trend trader. I give back profits, and I rode all the way to the bottom too. Well, where was my thesis getting invalidated? As soon as we broke the daily 21 EMA. In fact, I tried adding to my position over there too. I added. As soon as we broke underneath, I got out of most of my trend trade, if not all of it, and then again tried for another trade, right? Tried to reposition again at the 10,600, 10,700 level, the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. Again, that got invalidated almost immediately. Got the retest, got out of that, and then right after that, I would have probably tried for another trade around 10,200, right? But Bitcoin didn't give us that chance at all. It just blew right past it because, okay, yesterday we lost the daily 21 EMA. I mean, 2 days ago we lost the daily 21 EMA. I was expecting us to at least give a small defense at 10,400, okay? 10,400 because the green 55 was there. We didn't even get that. We lost it. And not only did we lose it, but we even gave up the freaking... I woke up and even the 10,200 level was crushed all in one move. Look at this. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then right after, at Bitcoin, not giving people a chance to even breathe, I just kept going, and coming down to our major level that we were talking about all the way up here. I was like, guys, we have so much room, man. The bulls have so much room to play with. Like, until Bitcoin breaks underneath 9,400, we've been saying this for so long. I was looking for Bitcoin to close. Let's go ahead and turn on the horizontal. See, there we go, right there. Close a 12-hour candle underneath 9,400. Only if we do that will I look for a move to 7,900, 8,900, because that's where it's all the 21 EMA on the weekly has come up to now. If we broke that, I would look for that move and I would have positioned for that range trade all the way to the downside. But we didn't. Again, we didn't. And we bounced over here, and another time. And I woke up, I looked at this, and there's so many things going for this level, and we go through all of that today. And the thing is, right, yeah, you're scared. Yeah, was I scared? Yeah, of course I was scared, man. After going through all this, nobody's not scared, right? Nobody's not scared. Anybody telling you that they are the brave, they're either very overconfident and they're going to get wrecked someday, or they're lying to you, okay? Or they're lying. These kind of trades, especially when something like this happens, it comes with experience where you know what, just breathe in and take the trade. Put on the goddamn trade because, and I'm going to say this again because it kind of relates to something that happened in a discussion that happened in the Telegram group, right? So I keep saying this, guys, always position every trade that you take has to have your same risk management. You cannot get overconfident on any trade because you need to assume that you could lose that trade. And all your eggs can't be in that trade. I lost this trade and I was able to reposition for this trade. And then I lost this trade too. Well, I didn't take this trade here, but somewhere in the middle, right? And then I lost that one too. And because of that, I was able to reposition on this trade. But what if I lost my entire stash on this one? What if I lost my entire stash in 2 trades? And what if I lost my entire stash on this one too? What if this one didn't work out? What if I didn't get this bounce, right? You need to assume that you lose 10 in a row, okay? That will happen. That happens, man. That happens it's not happened yet, but I'm always assuming that one day it's going to happen. I need to be able to be ready for that. That's why you get out of your, as soon as it looks like a loss, right? Get out. I'm willing to give back profits, but I'm never willing to give back any. If my trade goes into a profit already, then I start looking. That's an RM video that we'll do some other day. But either way, I am not willing to take big losses. I'm willing to give back big profits is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, going back to what I was saying, this was such an easy level to manage off. Why? Because we've been talking about how, hey, 12-hour candle closes underneath. I'm switching to the other side, right? And then as we were approaching the 4 hour before the 12 hour, I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe I can front run this and take a starter position, and that's the only down thing about this, because I got only 75% of my position in here, and freaking this is skyrocketed, man. I was even looking for opportunities to add, and I only got one, but even there I didn't add too much. But hey, 75 to 80% of my position is fine. Anyways, what did we have going for us over here? We had this horizontal here that we've been talking for so goddamn long. Then we also had, let's go ahead and turn on our mango ribbon again over here, turn on the teal and switch the 12 this time back on over to 89. We are done with the 12 for now. We'll talk about that some other day. And what do we have? The 89 right there, right? The 89 EMA that we bounced off once, and now again it seems like we're defending that. I do want to also, like, okay, let's go ahead and remove all of this, and we can go ahead and do a fib retracement all the way from this region here to that region over there, and we can go ahead, and these horizontals may confuse you a little bit, but look at only the fib. Okay, I do have the pocket highlighted, right? There you go, the 618 and the 65 level. That's a pocket that you should be adding on your trades. And coming down, okay, so we had the 89 and pocket lining up, and then coming down to a horizontal. You could buy anywhere in the zone and manage risk off that, guys. And now again, us getting that bounce. And there was one more huge thing that we talked about in the mango seed group, and this one was the no-brainer for me, because I've taken the same trade so many times. I've taken the same particular trade so many times that if I lost this, if this didn't go my way this time, it's fine, whatever, right? And that's the thing. Trades don't need to go your way each time. The setup doesn't need to go your way each time. It just needs to go your way enough times, depending on the magnitude of the win, over time, guys. Holy shit, should I emphasize that? Do not try to win each trade. Do not personalize each trade. In fact, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to lecture you guys big time today. Oh man, you guys are going to hate this video. You know, just stop watching. You guys should stop watching this video. Anyways, yeah, there you go. And do you guys remember? Go back and watch these videos. I've been talking about this area over here for the longest time, and I'm like, and here I should even cuss myself out a little bit, or like berate myself out a little bit, because I knew this was coming. Right through this period, I'm like, man, I'm not liking this area, because I knew we were going to plow right through it, and the 200 MA was coming. This is a play that I usually take advantage of, but my biases did not let me position for that. I should have maybe shorted, or I can't say that. I should have maybe not been, I don't know. I'll have to rethink this, but at least I took the play over here, right? The play is basically you go through the Kumo twist, and then you position on the 200 MA on the 12 hour, and boom, that's the play. And then again, it was lining up with so many other things on other time frames, right? We're looking at the horizontal, we're looking at the 89 EMA, we're looking at the Fibonacci level, and then what else, guys? Come on, the big one. You know where I'm going with this. I've been talking about this one also for so long. Let's go ahead, turn off everything right now, and let's go on and switch on over to our 4-day. This is the big one, man. This is the big one, and all we need over here is our EMA, 21 EMA, and this is how we took our first trade, right? We bounced off the 21 EMA on the 4-day. We're looking at the bullish divergence over here. We went up, and now we've broken the 10 SMA. We tested the top level here, the horizontal, on the first go, and we were talking about, oh, should I do this over here? Yeah, it's already there. We were talking about how, hey, maybe we start flagging over here, eh? How cool would that be? And this would be a perfect way to start shaking out a lot of people who are getting overly bullish. When we go all the way to the top here, come back to the bottom of the range, and then flag. So that's exactly what we're doing. We've come down, tested the 21 EMA, but again, this is a 4-day. You can do so much damage in that time. But hey, all of this took place so goddamn fast. We tested the horizontal, and now it looks like we want to close above the 4-day 21 EMA. When are we ending the candle? We're ending the candle on the 17th. We have 2 more days before this. As long as we close above 9,918 in 2 days, we will be in a good position. Now the thing is, if we go ahead and even clear with the 10 SMAs at 10, okay, the red line over here, which is the 10 simple moving average, is sitting at 10,657. If we clear that too within the next 2 days and close over that on the 4-day close, that would be extremely bullish to me. That would be extremely bullish, and that would mean a successful defense of the 10 SMA and a retest of the 21 EMA after breaking out of this range, and then coming and testing also the horns. This will actually be really bullish if we do that. That lines up with something else too. But before we go ahead and talk about the next higher time frame, I do want to talk about this range over here, because now a lot of people are looking at triangles and different formations of this entire range, right? And the way I'm looking at this is a possible ascending triangle, right? And hey, let's go ahead and look at the daily, Look at that. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at where we're closing. Look at where we're holding. We're literally holding. I drew this triangle, by the way, yesterday, guys. Yesterday, on the BitMEX chart, and look at that. It looks like Bitcoin wants to respect this level on the 4-day, the 21 EMA on the 4-day. It looks like it wants to be defended, because if you go ahead and look at the daily, we are living right above that. It'll be nice to see if we close above this, right? Because if we close above this, it means that the bulls are trying to defend the 4-day 21 EMA, which lines the bottom of this triangle over here. But again, we have a lot of work to do. We could break down. We could like start a new 4-day candle and still break down here. We are not out of the woods over here. I'm only happy because I have a lot of room to play with. I got my position around 9,490ish and with the December's premium for only 250, and the December's premium usually was sitting at around 450. So I'm hoping that premium comes back into play. So I have even a extra $200 leeway to play with. That will give me a lot of breathing room on this trade, and I'm likely to just let it ride if things go well, right? If things go well. But for now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So yeah, people are looking at different formations over here. You could look at this as a ascending triangle on the 4-day. That's how I'm looking at it. And then again, then when you switch on over to a 3-day, you probably do have a symmetrical triangle, right? You could draw it like this. There you go, and boom, this works too. Now the thing is, how you look at it and will change how you trade it, right? Because if you see a breakout over here on the 3-day, then that may not really translate to a breakout on the 4-day, but it may because there's usually cascading effects. But here's the thing. You could also look at this as a descending triangle, which I was looking at this as a descending triangle in one of the time frames. Which one was it? Was it just this one? Actually, no. You could look at it was the 3-day. Yeah, you could look at this as a descending triangle on the on the 3-day as well. Yeah, right here. There you go. So yeah, this I would actually say this is a descending triangle more than a symmetrical triangle, and this has a very, very bearish posture. So what we would want now, how we play this, right, all depends on how we start seeing price action unfold, and this makes things easier and difficult at the same time, because if we see a bounce over here and we start seeing 3-day candles get rejected on this trend line over here, that will be very, very telling. That'll be very telling, but that doesn't mean that we are going to break out to the top again. This just means the probability of breaking out to the top is more. It doesn't let me start that again. Scratch the last 10 seconds. Just because this is a descending triangle doesn't mean that we're going to break out to the bottom for sure. It just means that the probability of us breaking out to the bottom is more. But we very well could break out to the top. If you go back on over to a daily, and you see, if you guys do remember, man, what a bullish candle. We had a descending triangle over here that broke out to the top. Yeah, and then it turned into a Adam and Eve, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, now, we just have to respond to price action, right? That's how you never get gung-ho on any trade. Don't get personal with it. You need to risk manage, because anything can happen. And now I am going to start with the lecture. Guys, do not personalize any trade. Do not feel good about winning a trade either. It is not you that's winning the trade. It's your goddamn process. As soon as you start feeling good about winning a trade or feeling bad about losing a trade, you start going away from your process. You need to understand that you may lose three trades in a row. You may lose 4 trades in a row. You may goddamn lose 5 trades in a row too, if your process is actually, if that's part of your trading strategy, right? And for example, someone like me, I'm okay losing 4 to 5 trades in a row. I mean, it's not happened thus far, but part of my strategy accounts for that, because I'm trying to catch big wins, right? And for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, you know why. Like, you don't really need a huge win rate to get huge wins. Your P&L is all that matters. So what I'm trying to say, going back to what I'm saying, is if you stop personalizing each particular trade, you will start having proper risk management on each particular trade. And for you guys in the Telegram group, you guys know why I'm getting at this. Mostly because we one of the really good guys in the Mango Telegram group, he kind of got into some trouble today with his risk management, right? Not being able to take the loss. Now I spoke to the guy. I'm not going to take names. I spoke to the guy, and oh, man, I'm so proud, because he's so mature about the entire situation. He's so open about it, and he's telling people where he went wrong and what he'd do differently, blah blah blah. And that's so key. That's so key about just recognizing everything that you did wrong and then coming back into the game stronger and better. But what we need to take away, okay, his story is his story, but what we need to take away from all of that is that this can happen to us too, okay? You're no better, I'm no better, because this can happen to any of us. Risk management is so key in this game. Your trade is not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of just the process. Okay, you may lose 7 in a row and then have 3 huge wins, but those 3 huge wins doesn't make you a good person. It makes your process a good person, a good process, but you are just the executioner of that process, and you need to be as stoic as possible. Now that's hard. That's hard to do as a trader, right? So what you need to do rather is start enjoying your execution of the process. If you take a trade based on your execution and you lose, be happy because you followed your process. Don't be disheartened because you lost. That's just part of the strategy. But be happy that, hey man, wow, I executed well. Okay, and that's what I've been practicing, that, man, my mindset. And recently, like, you guys seen me, right? Recently, I'm so strict on this. That's my rules. My rules are telling me to do this. I'm going to do this. What I mean over there is I'm executing. Okay, I don't judge myself on my PNL because my PNL is already baked into my strategy. It's going to come eventually. Okay, it's going to come eventually. I judge my Jesus, this lecture's getting really long. I judge myself on my execution, and there you go. It just panned out over here. It just panned out, right? How much was this, anyways? Now I don't know if this is going to run or not, but it could. So eventually, what I'm trying to say is, you need to be 2 things. You need to, 1, know that not every single trade is personal. You need to survive for at least freaking 50 trades, and 2, don't you have to execute on your system. Okay, yeah. So with that entire lecture out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the weekly. We do have a defense of the horizontal that we did talk about. Now it's really key. I want to see us defend this 10 SMA on the weekly. What's the 10 SMA sitting at? It's sitting at 10,494. Now this isn't too far-fetched at all, right? 10,494. If we close a week above that, that'll be a successful defense of the 10 SMA, and we can start looking at some high numbers after that. But then let's go ahead and look at the lower time frames now. The 4-hour is coming and rejecting at the 10 SMA. I do believe this is a proper rejection of the 3-hour 10 SMA. If I we did close above it, actually. Not bad. So we do have a lot of work to do on the low time frames before we can close the week over there. But we do have a lot of time. Okay, it's Thursday, we have Friday, we have Saturday, and then almost all of Sunday. But we do have all of Sunday. So closing at around 10,500, all we need is literally a retest of the 4-hour 21 EMA and closing somewhere near there, and we'll be fine. Then we can go ahead and actually look at where the Tenkin is on the 4-hour, and there we go. Tenkin is okay, yeah. So as long as we close over the Tenkin on the 4-hour, we would have defended the weekly. I mean, we need to do that at the end of the week, right? As long as we're living over the Tenkin, this level over here, we'll be good. So we can grind this level out for some time before we actually come and close over there. So again, okay, so I do want to talk about this too, guys. I wouldn't be getting too gung-ho on getting into position over here. If I was not already in position, I would not buy this, man. I would not buy this. It's a little bit too risky for me, because this could very well go the other way. This could very well, sellers could come in right now and sell into this. I do want to be very, very clear on that, because this doesn't mean we're bouncing and going to the moon over here. Not at all. In fact, I just presented a bearish case on the 3-day as well, right? So do not get too excited over here. We got the bounce. Okay, this is good, and we still have a lot of work to do now. A lot of work. Let's see what's going on in the 1 hour. I do think we've taken the 1-hour 21 EMA. Come on, yeah. Ooh, nice. That's a good retest over here of the 1 hour. What's the 2 hour saying? Tenkin going down too. 2 hours living against the Tenkin, coming down and testing the 10 SMA now. Not bad. 3 hour. We just looked at the 3 hours. So yeah, this is a good start. This is a good start, but it's not enough. It's not enough to get fully bullish on this yet. Okay, I would not be getting bullish here. Okay, not bullish, but you could have taken a good starter position, safe position. And by safe, I mean it's easy to manage the risk, right? You can flip to the other side as soon as you break that. Okay, so that's gone for now at least, but we can go ahead and now do a quick recap before I end the video, because you know what, I do have a couple of other things to talk about on the 4-day. I'm really liking the 4-day time frame. We have closed up. We are seeming to defend over this cloud area here, right? So this will have implications to me, at least, if we can close over this cloud, the 4-day over the cloud at the very least, if we don't defend the 10 SMA, which I believe. Let's go ahead and actually turn on the A template. The Tenkin is over here, and the 10 SMA. Okay, yeah, the Tenkin and the 10 SMA are lining up together on the 4-day. So if we don't defend the 10 SMA and the Tenkin, at the very least, I'd like to see us close over the flat of the cloud, which I just showed you guys, which is over here. Another bearish case to this entire situation is the daily cloud, which is potentially getting set up for an edge-to-edge trade. Now the question is, do we get all the way down here? or another situation, by the way, to satisfy this edge to edge scenario is Bitcoin just go sideways. We could just go sideways and satisfy the edge to edge over here at 9,500. Why is that not possible? Why? We could literally just go sideways and then pop up. Okay, so keep that, and that would line up with the triangle too, right? Why not? Why the hell not? That would take us to the 5th of September. Yeah, very close to my birthday, by the way, guys. So yeah, that being said, I do want to go ahead and do a quick summary of everything I talked about today. I don't want to get this video out too late. It's almost the end of the day. Well, not really. We just closed the 12-hour candle, which is why I posted this video a little late. I was managing my position. I didn't want Bitcoin to give me any surprises. I wanted the 12-hour candle to close, 5:30 my time. So yeah, we can go ahead and do a recap now. I do want to get open the other chart though, where I have my horizontals. There we go. Whew, man. Okay, there we go. So yeah, red box territory to the upside that we even failed to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then we had a blue box territory that we seem to have closed inside the blue box strategy, but we lost the 21 EMA, right, which is the top of the blue box strategy over here. I did have a purple box over here that we'll go ahead and re-put in tomorrow live on the video. I'll do it with you guys. For now, we need to clear 10,214, 10,215. I'd like us to see us close a 12-hour candle above 10,215. Okay, that'll be a major win if we can close any. Actually, not even 10,215. We need to get only over 10,170ish, 10,180ish. That would be good enough for me. And then if we do that, I'd be looking at our next target of around, yeah, this blue box strategy over here. We can bring it down a little bit lower, bring this down too, and yeah, I'll be looking at something like this. Yeah, so if we can do that though, right, let's go ahead and draw a horizontal actually right there. Yeah. You know what, we can go ahead and do a zone here actually. So yeah, that's good enough for me. Yeah, doesn't need to be perfect, guys. I don't stress about that kind of stuff too much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We have our horizontal over here to the bottom that we've been saying that, hey, if we hold this, we are still in the range. No reason to get ultra bearish. If we lose this, we can look towards a test of that 21 on the weekly. That usually tends to happen in Bitcoin's market cycle history. We tend to test that. But now the question is Bitcoin just going to go sideways, and then what is it possible? Is it possible that the weekly comes up to Bitcoin as opposed to Bitcoin going down to the weekly? Is that how bullish this asset is? 8,700, 8,800 now. If we do spend a lot of time going sideways, that could very well happen, right? Get the test and then bounce up. So keep that in mind too. Keep your eyes open to almost every scenario, guys. And again, always try and survive for the next trade and the next trade and the next trade after that. Risk manage, be careful. You are not your trade. Your process is your trade. I will see you guys tomorrow. Throw the like, throw the subscribe, throw the share, join the Telegram group, all that shenanigans. Ah, man, I'm tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow.